Hey guys, welcome back to the Retro Show. I'm Joe if you're new around here, and make sure you do subscribe for regular retro content. In today's episode, we look at F105 on the PS2, made by Studio Liverpool, who had the license from 2001 all the way up to 2006. Now, this is a game I've never played before, actually. I've got the full collection of the F1 games. And this is one that I haven't had the chance to play, so I thought we might as well have a go today. Obviously, Haas have announced their car this week. I think over the next couple of weeks we'll see all of the cars be revealed. But yeah, let's have a little look at the teams that are possible. Obviously, you've got Ferrari with Schumacher and Barrichello, the BAR, Hondas, Button and Sato, Renault, Alonso and Fisichella, Williams, Webber and Nick Heidfeld, McLaren, Raikkonen and Montoya, Sauber, Villeneuve and Felipe Massa, Red Bull, David Coulthard and Christian Klein, Toyota, Trulli and Schumacher, Jordan, Thiago Montero and Narain Karthikeyan, and Minardi, Christian Albers and whoever that is. Patrick Freisacker, maybe, is that his name? No idea. Slightly before my time of watching F1 is 2005. But anyway, let's have a little look through the tracks. Obviously, Indianapolis 2005 is a famous race. Right, who are we going to be then? I usually like to be Schumacher in these sort of videos, but I'm quite fancying being somebody a little bit different. Shall we be Felipe Massa in the Sauber? Yeah, go on then. Right, race options. Let's have a little look at that. We'll have the AI difficulty on medium. We'll have the race distance on 10%. Yeah, all of that is fine. Driving aids, well, we don't want steering assistance or brake assistance. We'll have the automatic gearbox, corner indicator on. Impact protection, what's that? Guards your car against any damage that would have been incurred from an impact. Nah, we want that on. That'll do, I think. So we'll be Felipe Massa in the Sauber around Indianapolis. Now this is going to be interesting to say the least. But obviously 2005 Indianapolis US Grand Prix, only 6 cars finished. So certainly 6 cars started. Ridiculous, really, to be honest with you. And it was all to do with the tyres. But anyway, Tuesday session. We're not going to bother with qualifying or anything like that, so let's go for the race. Are you sure you want us? Yep, that's absolutely fine. We'll pit stop on... Now, the overcut was best back then, so we'll go for lap 5. And we'll let James Allen and Martin Brundle introduce the weekend.
We're here at the world-famous Indianapolis Motor Speedway, home of the US Grand Prix for the last 5 years. Hello and thanks for joining us. It's pole position for Giancarlo Fisichella. That's the first time he's led the field this season. Fernando Alonso will line up next to his Renault teammate. Michael Schumacher lines up right behind them. He's the highest placed Bridgestone shod car. Rubens Barrichello is right alongside him in the second Ferrari. David Coulthard lines up directly behind his teammate. He'll be pretty pleased to be that far up the grid. Directly behind his McLaren teammate is Juan Pablo Montoya. Jacques Villeneuve is 9th. Takuma Sato completes the top 10. He was obviously disappointed after yesterday and has left himself a fair bit to do during the race. Next is Jenson Button.
Wow, what a race introduction. You don't even get that sort of thing on this year's game. But anyway, here we are, ready for the lights. Lights out, away we go. Oh my word. The sense of speed is unreal. Gonna have a look down the inside. Very, very sensitive steering. But not the worst start for us. We're up to... Oh, well, we were up to 18th. We're now ran a little bit wide. But, oh dear. Dearie me. We're on the grass and can't get off it. Oh, the horrible thing where it slows down your revs instead of actually giving you a penalty. Just turn it a little bit down a little bit on my headphones, because V12 era cars and all of that. Lost a little bit of front wing there. At least I think we did. Oh, look at this. Do not back us into the wall. Ooh, we're through. Up to 15th. I'll tell you what though, this is cool.
First lap completed. The field looks like this. Fisichella leads. Michael Schumacher is second. Alonso is third. Rubens Barrichello is right on his tail. Kimi Raikkonen fifth. Jenson Button in sixth. Taking seventh, just behind his teammate, is Takuma Sato. And Christian Klein is in eighth.
Tell you what though, I haven't heard James Allen, so I wonder if it's just Martin Brundle on this year's game. I don't know, you guys can let me know down in the comments section below whether that was the case, if you played this game at all. But you know, that it's not bad. It holds up quite well. I don't know what the graphics are like for you guys, but they seem pretty good on mine. Right, anyway, so I think taking the inside's probably the best course of action. And that's what we do. We're going to be up to 12th place. Obviously, only the top 8 scored in this era of F1, I believe.
Fisichella leads.
Oh no, there we go.
Schumacher is right on his tail. Alonso is third. Fourth is Barrichello. Kimi Raikkonen fifth. Jenson Button is sixth. Sato is seventh. And Christian Klein is in eighth. Giancarlo Fisichella takes the race record for the fastest man through the first sector.
Damn it.
Out of our commentary box window, we can see the Ferrari mechanics preparing for action.
They'll be bringing in one of their cars this lap. The mechanics are out in the Renault pits.
The Minardi mechanics are out in the pit lane.
It looks as if they'll be bringing in one of their drivers this lap.
It's really cool how they're saying that. I just find that so immersive. Oh my goodness me. Come on. We were doing so well. But I think it's a shame F1 games don't have commentary now. You know, at least the option to have commentary. Preferably Ben Edwards and Coulthard rather than Crofty.
Which means he was obviously running a light fuel load in qualifying.
There's only 5 laps remaining. It's possible to catch Thiago Montero, but you really have to put your foot down. 12th position, P12.
I mean, I just can't believe how much more the engineers talk to us and how much more the commentators actually say on this game as opposed to Championship Edition. It's crazy.
He rejoins in 15th. The mechanics are out in the Renault pits. Giancarlo Fisichella will be pitting this lap.
You did well passing Thiago Montero. Stay in front of him. That's the
Brilliant.
first sector this session.
Felipe Massa is now officially the fastest man through the first sector.
Well, there you go.
Plenty of activity down in the McLaren garage right now. They'll be getting ready to receive Kimi Raikkonen.
Rubens Barrichello puts in the fastest time for Sector 2 so far. Fastest through the second sector is Kimi Raikkonen in his McLaren. We can see the Jordan mechanics out in the pit lane now.
You'll have to go into the pits for your stop next. Repeat, scheduled stop next lap.
can't quite keep it on the road.
Fisichella pits.
Anyway, here we come.
Comes in for his stop.
He's in for his first stop on lap number 4.
You're moving progressively and nicely up the field. Okay, you're starting to run low on fuel now, bear it in mind.
It's world champion Michael Schumacher that is fastest through the second sector. Out of our commentary box window, we can see the Ferrari mechanics preparing for action.
Rubens Barrichello will be pitting this lap.
It looks as if the VAR mechanics are preparing for a stop. That must be for Jenson Button.
Uh-huh.
You're putting your best time for sector 1.
It doesn't sound too pre-recorded
Fastest man through the first
either.
sector. The Red Bull mechanics are out in the pit lane. They'll be bringing in one of their cars this lap.
You're moving on the field, well done.
This really is an excellent game. It's held up brilliantly.
They'll be getting ready to receive Jarno Trulli.
We can see the Jordan mechanics
Right.
out in the pit lane now.
That must be for Diego Montero.
This is the lap you stop. Scheduled stop on this lap.
So coming into the pits.
Putting your best time for sector 2.
Felipe Massa for Sauber has set the fastest time through sector 2. Barrichello comes into the pits.
So here we go. Oh. Has it crashed? Oh no. Please say that hasn't crashed. I think it might have though, unfortunately. I'm not entirely sure. I think it might have crashed. Well, that was fun. I think what we might do is do a 3-lap race with somebody else, and we'll just see how that does. So I'll load the game back up and we'll do a 3-lap race. Well, for some reason I had to pick a pit stop there, so it must automatically be on 10%.
Italy for the 2005 Italian Grand Prix. Enthusiasm and passion for Ferrari is taken to new extremes at this race every year, and this year is no exception. A sea of red wherever you look, and the prancing horse is emblazoned on thousands of flags, caps and t-shirts. This crowd doesn't care who's on the front row of the grid as long as it's Ferrari. Monza is a real power circuit, and it's usually the teams with the best engines who are fighting for pole position. We should see both Williams and Ferrari setting the pace here today. The temperature has risen since this morning when it was a little cooler than expected. The sun is now out and the conditions are perfect. We should be set for a very good race.
Well, James Allen introduced us this time. Cool. Really, really cool. So, let's get into the race then. We're Jenson Button this time in the BAR Honda around Monza. Hopefully a little bit more pace than in that Sauber. Lights out, away we go. Now, how are we going to do into turn 1? No. Oh, we've been spun. But we have spin recovery on, so that wasn't too bad. There is 6 laps in this Grand Prix. Whoops. Just gotta be careful. Just gotta hope that the pit stop thing was just a glitch and that doesn't happen every time on this version of my game. Or on my version of the game, I should say. I didn't make this game, funnily enough. Down into Ascari. Oh, lack of downforce there, my goodness. Down to 18th here. Definitely can do better than that going into Parabolica now.
Only 5 laps left to race. If you put your foot down,
go. We're going to pass Heidfeld right now.
Passing Nick Heidfeld. Let's keep him behind you.
With the first lap completed, the field looks like this. Montoya leads. Michael Schumacher is right on his tail. Fisichella is third. Trulli is fourth. Klein is fifth. Jacques Villeneuve is sixth. Coulthard is seventh. And Alonso is eighth.
We can see the Jordan mechanics out in the pit lane now.
It looks as if they'll be bringing in one of their drivers this lap.
Oh my word, we go wide.
Heidfeld in front of you. Keep your position, but don't let him pull away.
Oh dear. Anyway, we're pushing on. I'm not sure who is in front of us actually. It's probably Heidfeld again, is it?
Stop next lap.
Oh. Yeah, back to the T-cam.
Pit request understood. Stand by.
Might try and pit this lap.
Your pit request.
Yep, here we go. I'm gonna pit this lap.
Come in this lap.
And hopefully it'll be absolutely fine. Nah. It's crashed again, guys. That is incredibly annoying. I don't know what to do in this situation. I guess, you know, there's not much I can do about it, really. We might leave it there for this week's episode of the Retro Show and bring it back sometime. But I certainly can't put up with it crashing every time we go into the pit lane. It's a little bit annoying, but never mind. It was fun anyway, a quick little 15-20 minute look at the game, and if you have enjoyed it, then make sure you leave a like down below. It really does help me out. It means a lot to me as well. Subscribe to the channel for regular retro gaming content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.